Hi guys, it's Tammy from Shrinking Violet DS, and I'm here today on a Monday because um, Kansas, LittleKansasKitty, I think is her name, tagged me in a Christmas tag, and so I'm here to do that. And I'm new to LittleKansasKitty. Oh, sorry, I had a cold and I rubbed my nose absolutely raw from blowing it. So I have this scab here, so sorry guys, it's not very pretty, but nothing I can do about it. Anyway, I'm new to LittleKansasKitty's page. I have not even actually watched any of her videos yet. She's only just come on my radar, and so yeah, I'm excited. I say I haven't watched any of her videos. I watched her Christmas tag video. Take this off. So I guess I have, but I haven't watched any of her regular weight loss videos. So I look forward to finding out more about her. And oh my God, she's got the most beautiful cat. I saw it on Instagram this morning. It was absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, big fluffy seal point. So, Christmas tag. There are 18 questions, and we're gonna get started because it's gonna be a little long. Number one. Do I like to wear my PJs or dress up for Christmas? Well, it depends. In the morning, obviously in PJs, and kind of like to stay that way until about late morning or noon. By noon, we're usually dressed, and we generally travel a lot for Christmas. So this isn't most Christmases, but Christmases when we're home, we're generally dressed by noon. And then we do dress up. Well, usually I'm cooking, so we're dressed in, just regular clothes, and then we dress for dinner. Number two, do we open our presents on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? We actually don't do regular presents, again, because we travel. And Brian's boys do a regular Christmas with their mom where they get gifts and everything, and he's been divorced since they were 4 and 8, and the first couple years we did normal traditional Christmases, but then they just had so much stuff, and so we gave them the option back then of continuing to get more stuff or doing regular Christmas with their mom, and then with us doing just stockings, because we always do great stockings anyway, just doing stockings and then having some kind of an experience. So we would go away for a long weekend somewhere, or go on vacation, or something like that. And they chose to do that instead, which I was thrilled because I grew up traveling over Christmas. And so that worked really well for me, and we really like doing it. So I would say in the last 13 years, we've been home maybe 3 or 4 Christmases. And like I said, I grew up that way. My family were importers, and so we were usually in Asia over Christmas. And oftentimes Hawaii, because my mom and I would stop there on our way back. My dad would come home and work. So we don't do regular presents, is what I'm getting at. But the stockings we do on Christmas morning. And those we can do anywhere. So we always take the stockings with us and the stuff to put in them, and no matter where in the world we happen to be, whether we're on land or on a ship or wherever, we do stockings. And we do those Christmas morning. Number 3, have I ever built a gingerbread house? Yes. And in fact, that's one of our holiday traditions, is that I host a gingerbread house decorating party. And so when I was younger, we used to build our own gingerbread houses. Now, because I host about 8 to 10 people for decorating, I buy the gingerbread house kits at Costco, $19.99 a piece. Very economical, and they come with all the decorating stuff. But I also go to like the dollar store or someplace like that and buy a bunch of cheap candy to do additional decorating. And I buy a bunch of frosting and stuff like that. Icing, not frosting, icing. and piping bags and things like that. And so we have tons of things to decorate with. One year we did, or I did, because we all do something different. You know, it's very much a creative expression of whoever's making it. And so one year I did a thatched roof, and I used shredded wheat. My mother did like an adobe looking roof, and she used red licorice that she had cut in half, and so it looked like not adobe, terracotta tiles. It was really cute. So we get very decorative with ours, and they're a lot of fun. So we'll be doing that again this year on this coming Sunday. So yes, I have built many a gingerbread house in my day. Christmas tradition I love to do with my family. That's probably the gingerbread house or the travel. And I really like traveling over Christmas. I just always have. It takes a lot of the pressure off, a lot of the strain off, and we generally, because we live in the Portland, Oregon area, it's always cold, usually rainy, and so we'll generally head someplace warm. Last year we were on a cruise to Mexico with friends. A lot of times we'll just go up to Seattle. We have a favorite hotel up there, the Fairmont Olympic, and it's an old Grand Dame hotel that was built in the 20s, and they decorate it beautifully for Christmas. And we'll get a big suite for everybody, a 3-bedroom suite, and go to the theater and go shopping and have good food, and it's a lot of fun. Or we'll go out to the wine country here to our favorite place, the Allison Inn and Spa, and have spa days, and they've got a giant fireplace in the living room, and it's so pretty, and it's just nice. It's fun. So I would say travel is probably my favorite tradition with my family. My favorite Christmas smell, that would probably be baked goods. I know a lot of people like the smell of pine trees and that kind of thing. To me, they smell like cat pee. I don't know why, but it does. It has that kind of acidic smell. So that's not my favorite smell. I like some oils that have that kind of, like a pine oil that you can dilute down. But in general, I have a really long sofa table behind my sofa, and on that it's about, it's 108 inches, so what, 8 feet, 9 feet long, 9 feet long, and on it is a big long garland of pine and fir and berries and stuff like that, and that's all I can smell, and I don't think that it smells good, but some people do. So that's my least favorite Christmas smell. My favorite Christmas smell has to be all the baking that I do. I make spiced pecans. Those smell fantastic when they're cooking, because you've got the smell of the roasting nut and the smell of the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the brown sugar and all of that kind of thing. So that's really good. I like that smell. What was my biggest surprise or most memorable Christmas as a kid? I'm trying to remember. I think one year we were in Asia and we were coming home, and we were all, so I'm an only child, so it's just my mother, my father, and myself, and we were all scheduled to come back together, and my dad surprised my mom and I by sending us to Hawaii on our own, and we didn't know until we got to the airport, and so we got a week in Hawaii on our way home, which was really nice, because we lived in Northern California where it was cold and snowy. So that was fun. We had a great time. As an adult, usually in charge of surprises as an adult. So 3 years ago, I got a car for Christmas. That was a surprise. It's the car that I'm in. And I had been, I'm a researcher. When I want something, or I'm going to buy something, I spend a lot of time researching it. And so I had figured out what car I wanted. I had rented one for a week, and I knew how much I wanted to pay and what, year I wanted, because they never made brand new cars off the lot. And so I had settled on one, and my husband actually surprised me and bought me one that was way nicer than what I had chosen for myself. So that was really nice. I mean, it was the same car, right car. It was just way more loaded. So that was probably, and he drove it up on, I think it was Christmas Eve. So I think that was probably my biggest surprise as an adult. Have I ever made a snowman? Many a snowman in my day. I was born in Southern California, but I grew up in Northern California, Northern Nevada, in the mountains, in the Sierra Mountains. Tons of snow. And so, yes, lots of snowmen. And then we lived here in Southern Washington and Northern Oregon, and we do get snow here too. So, yes, lots of snowmen. Am I on the naughty list or the nice list? I'm definitely on the nice list. I'm of the opinion that if you can be someone who makes other people's days better, then why would you not do that? Have I ever bought holiday lingerie? No. I don't even know what holiday lingerie would be. I mean, lingerie is lingerie. I don't know. Yeah. Play or sing a favorite Christmas song? No, not gonna do that. The only thing I play is the radio, and I don't sing. In my family, we are terrible singers. Terrible. So, my favorite holiday Christmas carol, my favorite secular Christmas carol is Sleigh Ride. And my favorite religious Christmas carol, it's not just a carol. I like Handel's Messiah, the whole thing. When I was in school, high school, we used to, our choir used to perform that every year for a week for the community. I went to boarding school. And so the people in the towns around us, it was a tradition in the area that we performed, and they would come, if they wanted, obviously, to watch and listen. And so I know most of the words to Handel's Messiah, as long as it is. And so I think that's my favorite. I also really like, I did ballet for 10 years growing up, and I really like the Nutcracker, Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker. Name all of the reindeer. This made me laugh when I watched LittleKansasKitty, because the two that she stumbled on were the two German ones, and she's German. She told us she grew up in a German family, and she stumbled on Donder and Blitzen, Thunder and Lightning. So just I thought it was funny. I thought it was ironic, I guess. So let's see. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Donder, Cupid, something, and Blitzen. And Rudolph, of course. I don't know who something is. Yeah, I'm missing one. Don't know. But I got most of them. My weight last Christmas. Ooh, I was going to look this up. I'm pretty sure I weighed about 150 pounds last Christmas. Maybe 151. But I'm not positive. I can look it up on MyFitnessPal because I weighed and recorded every single day. But I'm not sure. So it was right around 150. My weight today is 128. My normal maintenance weight is 130. Will I gain or lose this Christmas? I would probably maintain or lose. I generally have been, if I lose weight, I make myself gain back to 130. However, I'm having plastics in January and in 1 month. And so I'm actually allowing myself to lose a little so that my skin will be nice and tight, and then I will gain back into that skin to make sure that it's really tight. I don't want to be saggy after plastics. I don't want to go through all that and then be saggy. I would be so bummed. So I'll probably lose. At the most, I'll maintain. I don't really gain weight anymore. no matter what I do. I mean, I may gain a couple pounds for a couple days, but that's about it. I don't really gain fat. My favorite holiday treat, and can it be adapted to bariatric diet? I would say my favorite holiday treat is probably 7-layer bars, also known as magic cookie bars. So it's a layer of graham cracker with butter, a layer of chocolate chips, a layer of butterscotch chips, a layer of chopped pecans, a layer of shredded coconut, and a layer of sweetened condensed milk. And then you bake it till it's all gooey and yummy. And you can make them, they're not particularly holiday-ish, but they are for me because I don't let myself make them any other time of year because I will eat them all. And in fact, I did so. I made some for the holiday party that we had last weekend, not this last weekend before, and I ate most of the leftovers all by myself. So that's why I don't make a lot. And no, I don't think those could be adapted to be bariatric friendly at all. My other favorite holiday treat that probably could be adapted are spiced pecans, and I make those as well, and it's just pecans, egg white, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove. I use hot chili pepper and sugar, and so I suppose that you could replace the sugar with a sugar substitute of some sort, LittleKansas or Swerve or something like that. So I would think that you could, but I don't know. And honestly, I don't bother because I just don't have to. So I eat normal stuff now. Do I like to give presents or get presents better? I prefer to give presents. I love picking out the perfect present for somebody. It is so much fun, and I absolutely have a ball doing it. Brian gave gifts to his employees and his IT team this year, and what I did were little boxes that looked like they were Christmas print, but they looked like suitcases, and they had little leather straps around them, and they had the suitcase clips and everything. They looked like old-fashioned suitcases with the little metal corners and stuff. And I took each of those and I picked a different cocktail for each person, and I loaded up those boxes, and I put in the shredded paper, the crinkly stuff. And I bought, I went on to Etsy and got artists to do prints or paintings or sketches of a cocktail along with its recipe, and they were really cute. And then I got, I picked cocktails that would have particular glasses. So I did I did margarita, I did Moscow mules, I did Irish coffee, I did mint juleps, I did old fashions, I did martinis, I did aquavit. I can't remember what the other one was. Anyway, so Negroni. And so I did those, and so they each got a pair of whatever really cool glass went with their cocktail. They each got all the liquor and mixers and garnishes for their cocktails. So like for the mint julep, he got the mint julep tumblers, which are little metal tumblers that have a little metal straw, and kind of looks like a Slurpee straw in it. And then he got Maker's Mark bourbon, and he got fresh mint, a thing of fresh mint. I gave him a cocktail shaker. I gave him the simple syrup. I can't remember what else goes into a mint julep, but that kind of thing. And with the margarita, she got the margarita glasses. She got fresh limes. She got Cointreau, tequila, and triple sec. She got tahine, salt to dip the margarita glass in, that kind of thing. So they got everything that they needed for each of their cocktails, and then they got snacks that complemented their cocktails. So for the mint julep, he got cheese straws, and he got nuts, mixed nuts, with the martini. I did blue cheese stuffed olives, and I did also cocktail onions in case you wanted to make gimlets with it, you know, that kind of thing. So that is the type of thing that I love doing. I love matching the gift to the person, and I love being really creative with the gift and not necessarily just wrapping a box with something in it. Now, that being said, for Spencer's teachers, I just went and picked up 8 Starbucks cards because I don't know them at all, and you know, it was just tough. And so, as much as I love matching the person to the gift, sometimes it's just not possible, and you go with a gift card. So, I have to sneeze. I'm so sorry. Well, this makes for good video. Oh, maybe not. All right. So yes, I much prefer to give gifts than receive them. Am I pro wrapper or a failure at it? I am a pro wrapper. So I will do interesting things like the little suitcase boxes, but I also can wrap a box and make a bow like nobody's business. My mom's best friend when I was growing up was a florist, and so she was a fantastic bow maker and taught us how to make bows. And I am maniacal about tape not being on the outside of the paper. You have to use double-sided tape. The paper has to be folded perfectly with crisp edges. There's no open edges. There's no raw edges, I should say. If it has a pattern on it, the pattern has to be centered. I mean, it's just, and back in the days when we did gifts under our tree, we always would have, each person would have their own paper, and they would all complement one another, and they would all complement the tree. So yes, pro wrapper here. Do I make New Year's resolutions? I don't. I am one of those people that during the year, if I decide that something needs to change in my life, I don't wait. That's the time to do it. Yeah, it just, there's no time like the present. That's how I did my weight loss surgery too. I decided in February. Well, I thought about it in October, contemplated, researched through the end of the year. January, met somebody who had gastric bypass, got up the guts to call in February, and in March I was in surgery. So, no resolutions for me. What am I doing for myself this holiday? Spending time with friends and family. That's all I need to do. I'm pretty big on self-care already. For those of you who watch me regularly know that I get massages every Tuesday. I get my eyelashes done. I get facials. I get manicures every other week. Despite the fact that I look like this right now, I really do take care of myself. I take trips. I do all kinds of stuff. So I don't really need to do anything particular for myself over the holidays. For me, it's all about enjoying everyone else. And finally, who do I tag? Well, that's an easy one. I'm going to tag On My Way Down VSG, Rachel, Michelle from Hello VSG 2016, Rockstar Ruthie from Mystery Guest 1948, and Jamie from Smaller and NCRNY. And that, I chose those people because it's a nice variety of different types of weight loss surgery, and also they're a lot of fun. They do really great videos, and I think they would enjoy doing this. But On My Way Down and Hello VSG are both VSG patients. Mystery Guest 1948 is a loop duodenal switch patient. So same surgery I had, but a little bit different because I had traditional duodenal switch and hers is the loop. And then Smaller and NCRNY has had gastric bypass. So I thought it would be interesting to hear from a variety of weight loss patients. All right. Have a happy holiday. Good. I have a blue tongue. I've been eating Jolly Rancher Hotties. Sweet and hot candy. I love spicy stuff. And normally I keep the Jolly Rancher fire candies, the cinnamon ones, in my car, but I couldn't find those, and I was on the road, and this was as good as I could do. So I just ate a blue raspberry one, and my tongue is all blue. So, got a skinned up nose and a blue tongue, you guys. I think I need to go to the vet. Talk to you later. Bye.